That's what I want to say with you in today's the word accountable. Accountable, it is adjective, right? And let's see the definition for this word. Accountable, it means to responsible for your decision or action and expected to explain them when you are asked. So just for this guy, right? Other people blame this fall, right? This fall belong to him. Yeah, and he must be accountable for this fall of the company, yeah, or something like that. And of course, I never want to meet in this situation. It is so crazy, right? And easily makes you feel angry and stressful if all the people accuse and say that's for this problem, you must be accountable. Yeah, especially in the case, right? You are not the person who create this problem, but other people blame for you. Yeah, it is crazy. And we have an example how we use the word accountable like this. The state spends taxpayers' money and should be held accountable. Okay, in here you understand that because the state or the government, right, of one countries spend taxpayer money and should be held accountable. So just now you are living in Vietnam, right? So if our countries has you the money, right, to build up infrastructures, to build up the new streets, or to build up new industrial parks, right? And if the government should be held accountable, that means they should say clearly, right, how they spend the money. Yeah, and for the resident, no. Yeah. So I appreciate the country for the kind of government of one countries, right? For all of the money they use from taxpayers. They have one online platform, and in that online platform, they will clarify how they use the money to build that infrastructures, to build that industrial park. Yeah. And we have another example how we use the word accountable like this. Politicians are ultimately accountable to the voters. Yeah. Politicians are ultimately accountable to the voter who go to the poll, right, or go to election place, right, to vote for politician to select the politician, right, to keep on position. Such as if that is president shows election, right, so we come to that place, we vote to select who will become president of our countries. Yeah. And politicians are ultimately accountable to the voters. So I think for all of politicians, right, in the campaign, right, if they promise to the voters, if they become presidents, what they will do, so they have to keep their promise, right? If they cannot keep their promise, they must be accountable to the voters and have to explain, right? And must the voters are satisfied with the explanation, and that explanation is reasonable, right? And they need to have backup plan what they have to do if they can promise for what thing they say they will do. Okay. And for the final example, how we use the word accountable like this. Someone must be held accountable for the careless. Yeah. Someone must be held accountable for the careless. Yes. So I do not know, but if there is one person, right, or there are several persons die in one case, right, such as for this building collapse and kill many people. So anyways, someone must be held accountable for that killings, right? And we cannot say it is a natural disaster, and no one is responsible for this disaster, right? Yeah, crazy. Okay, thanks all of you for watching my video, and hopefully you like this video, and please keep following my channels to learn English with me. Bye bye, and see you in next video.